Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is RJ coming at you live from the Wright State eSports Center, where your Wright State Raiders are getting set to take on Boston University in a best-of-3 playoff series. Wright State are coming in to these playoffs looking to submit a name for themselves and try to submit a good case for why they should be moved up a division, hopefully next semester. But it is just me flying solo for you here today. My co-host, Jabub, should hopefully be here in time for Map 2, but for now, I'll be trying to hold it down as best as possible. We got a Sage coming out for Topaz, Chamber for Tubby, Rays for Window, and the one with the dogs for Summer. I apologize in advance if I miss any terms or anything. I haven't played Valorant much. I'm just doing it, just casting for the love of the eSports club here at Wright State. But hopefully it isn't too bad. Just let me know in the chat if I get anything wrong. I'll try and take a peek at it whenever I can. Like I said, I am flying solo today. But our opening map will be Bind here. Raiders starting on defense versus Boston University, the Bulldogs. And hoping for another quality start. It has been some time since I've been able to broadcast for the Raiders, but most of the broadcasts I've been able to tune in for have been Wright State dominance, similar to how Wright State's basketball team dominated the Horizon League this year. Raider up, but should be hearing me, but not exactly sure because I can't hear the game audio in my ears for some reason. But yeah, it's going to be the opening pistol round here for Wright State, opening up on defense. 2 starting out on B, 3 on A, while the Spike is starting out on B side for Boston. It's just the 2 sites on this map. And we're looking for big performances here from the Raiders. We know how dangerous players like Summer and Window can be on their respective champs. But I feel like Topaz and CS Leaf are especially lethal on defense. We'll see how it starts out. We got 4 headed towards B site. That is the lesser manned site here. We have Summer definitely got the way onto the site blocked out. Ellie jumps in, but taken out by Summer, traded out by Spirit. 1 for 1 so far, but Spirited keeps it going. There's 3 down for Wright State, as the last 2 remaining, Tubby and planted. His teammate will try to lurk on to site from the back. Tubby's been smoked off, doesn't have the confidence to go in there. A whole lot of util coming down. Not sure if they know where CS Leaf is. But they know at least where 1 is, behind that box there. CS Leaf taken out. It's all Tubby by himself. He will not be able to take it. So I think there were some teabags coming out already.
Keep that fire, yeah?
From the Bulldogs. They take a 1-0 series start already. Another friendly reminder that this stream might be a little bit slapdash since I'm kind of in here by myself, but I am also 3 minutes ahead of what you're hearing due to NECC's rules. So if there's anything wrong with the stream, I'll try and adjust it as best as I can, but there's going to be a 3-minute delay from what you're hearing to what my potential fix will be applied. So, again, I apologize in advance, but we do have another B-site push, and Summer's been left all alone. Getting some shots down from up in the alcove, but he's going to get rushed by Didgeridoo. But he was able to take a few himself. Wright State have the man advantage as they look for a 4-3 retake on B-site. Didgeridoo's in that box, but it'll be Ellie. Well, He's up, and Tubby runs in just to get cut down. A didgeridoo in that box. Now, just like that, it's down to Topaz and Window.
One enemy remaining.
Was looking out in the back of the site trying to find... Oh, they do know where Topaz is, and Topaz takes a beam to the face. Still alive, but all alone now. Didgeridoo is trying to flash him out, chase after him. Topaz not able to put up a fight against Didgeridoo and the 3K that time. Wright State down 2 early after the pistol round, and the second round is usually always low economy, but they dropped that one as well. So 2 consecutive B-site pushes work out for the Bulldogs. Wright State this time, they look to keep CS Leaf back site. It's looking like yet another B-site push here. It'll be their 3rd straight to open this series. Wright State, they do have the 5th man on the B-site this time, so a B-site push from the Bulldogs would be pushing into the strength of Wright State. Some good angles. The Sage blocks slow down the Bulldogs again, just like they did in the first round. They're pushing out now, smoke themselves off, trying to flash the Raiders off. Summer, though, opens the fray. Let's see if I can... Summer, there we go. 3 kills as soon as I change the camera over to them. Spirited has a good angle up in the little alcove up there as Didgeridoo is traded out by Window. They take down Topaz first, but
30 seconds left.
Raiders look to have... They're standing right on the Bulldogs' spike. And this should be an opening round for the Bulldogs here. Absolutely is, as CS Leaf puts a bow on it to put the Raiders on the scoreboard. Still very early, but Wright State clawing back. Only down 1-2 now. Let's see if I can jump in between some of the spectators here. I'll do my best for spectating, but it's a little hard to spectate and talk at the same time. But
I've got your
the Bulldogs look to be shaking things up here with an A-site push. They've got all 5 of their members looking to go through the 2 alleyways in. Wright State, though, have 4 members to answer. Oh, I cut away too early, but Window, Ellie tried to jump in. Window takes him out. Window, I should stay on Window here. Team Mashiro, though, looking for the plant as Window collects their 3rd with that shotgun.
Buddy out.
Just 2 members left standing, but Mashiro evens things up.
1 enemy remaining.
But EWR, I don't really know what to call him. I'm going to call him EW. Looks like he just kind of face-planted the keyboard to choose his username there, but it's Sheena Mashiro. All alone but versus Tubby with the defusing, stepped out, not with his gun ready. Tubby trying to find the angle here. He will. Will he have enough time?
This is less than ideal.
I don't think he will. I think he's out of time. Oh my... Oh, yeah, he did get it. Oh, with a hair to spare. It had to have been, 300th of a second. No! With no time to spare at all, Sheena gets the clutch to regain the 2-game lead here for the Bulldogs. I'm gonna stay on Window here as the Bulldogs look to be headed back to their favorite B site. It is once again where... Oh, wait, Tubby. Tubby. 3. There we go. Tubby versus Spirited. He wins the 1v1. Got him on the other side of that wall. I'm gonna jump back to... Topaz here. I feel like that's where the heart of... Here we go. So that spike is still... moving this time towards the crosshairs of CS Leaf. But the flash will come to try and push him back. Util coming down. Reinforcements coming in from the Raiders to defend against another B-site push. Util down, but Ellie getting chipped down. Wright State haven't given up an inch. It looks like this spike might be pivoting back towards A site.
30 seconds left.
Windows ready with that shotgun. He knows the Bulldogs are about to come through! He will tip down. Finds them all!
Spike down A.
With backup from Summer! And it'll be a flawless round for the Raiders. And a flawless defense. Didn't give up a single inch to the Bulldogs. Now Wright State, how do I view the econ? Is that tab? Okay, that's the scoreboard. So far, Window and Summer, I mentioned that they are Wright State's offensive force here. And so far, they are showing up.
Caution here. Caution here.
Now, Wright State looking to gain some momentum after the flawless round. 3 men defending B site again. That is where the spike is heading once again.
Right here.
That has been the favorite location as CS Leaf can see through the util. That's where EW is pushing. Chipping them down one at a time. Sends over the util. Can't find CS Leaf. CS Leaf gets some good chip damage down. Summer runs in, taken out by Ellie. But the Window jumps in with a shotgun. To shut down the 2 left at A. And now with the spike headed back towards the the offensive spawn, but Window once again.
There.
We know how much he loves these angles with the shotgun. They read it, but Window has the quicker finger, and the defenders win once again. We're all tied up with 6 rounds down. Window has been Wright State's ace for a big part of the season, and he has continued to be here in the playoffs. Already got 9 kills. 9 and 3. Wright State being pushed, but they have not been pushed to their limit quite yet.
There.
You see another B-site push walled off by the Sage blocks. Flash comes in, does find one. He will find Sheena with the flash. He does get stunned, but no one's there to follow up. And it's 3 more for Summer! He wants more! As the rest of his team does fall, allowing the Bulldogs into sight. But we know how deadly of a... They're trying to find Summer here. Summer! Oh, it takes a 4th!
Player standing.
To even things up, it's all down to Tubby! Oh no, that was your angle! Okay, how do I turn off the... I want to disable the lines here. There we go. Well, it looks like that. They're trying to make Tubby think it's going back A, but Tubby is not biting. Staying on B site. He is looking at the wrong entry though.
Left.
Face your fear!
The ult comes down. He has to jump back. EW was very likely to get the plant off here.
Spike planted.
With Tubby held down. And to jump back in the site. The Haunt, though, reveals his location. And he has no idea. No idea at all where the last standing member could be. They're looking right at each other. No! Tubby gets it!
Excuse me, I'm working.
I thought he was in trouble when he looked away from that angle. Jumps right back just in time. Raiders lead. Tubby and Summer, the heroes in that game. Wright State 4-3. This time they look to be pushing the majority of their forces to A, but still leaving 2 on B. Guys, I hate to tell you this, but I think the Bulldogs really like B site, because that looks to be where the site is going. The spike is headed this time. CS Leaf and Topaz there, but they're getting aggressive. Just lays the Sage Util down again.
Launching smoke.
About to jump through the alcove as Tubby comes back over. Give me Tubby. About to be 4 members of Boston University coming into that B site. Once again, as Raze jumps in! But he's traded out by Topaz. Traded out and 1 more for Topaz. He starts to heal himself up. Now it's CS Leaf. 1 left on it's just the spike carrier, but they're taken out. And it's another defensive win for Wright State. Dialing in on the defense here. 5-3. 1 more will at least guarantee a tied half for Wright State. Will this finally be what gets them to try A site once or twice? It might be, but Wright State might have read it this time.
Prepare for hell.
It's going to be a whole 5-man push onto A site. Ult coming down, trying to catch Window in the alcove, but Window says, "You're not. I'm not trapped in here. You're trapped in here with me."
Satchel out.
Not looking at anybody that time.
Satchel out.
Spike is still on site. 4-3 man advantage.
They found my trap.
Spirited should get the plant off here.
Spike planted.
Spike will be planted.
Right here.
Both stuck in the showers. 2 of the 3 members. Topaz. There, Topaz. Trying to lurk through here.
Your duty is not over.
Revive comes down just in time before he's taken out by Spirited. Tubby,
Last
ever
player
reliable.
standing.
Spirited takes out a 3rd. It's just Tubby on site, 1v2. He might be saving here. He's out of time. The Bulldogs bite back, but Wright State still hold the lead, 5-4 here. I'm assuming you guys are able to hear the game audio. I think it's just me who can't hear the game audio for some reason. I imagine if the game audio wasn't going through, somebody would have mentioned it by now. So I think we're all systems green. As green as Wright State on defense. Spike being left mid so far. It's just both sides roaming the map, trying to find a weak spot. You know how much Window loves these angles with his shotgun. Tubby had to jump back. Summer. Wright State have definitely found a strategy of laying down those blocks. Actually, let me turn the... Okay, KJ, okay. Oh, there we go. Okay. Wright State, Topaz, though, trades them out.
Ready. There they are.
Ah, there we go.
Last player
Now it's all
standing.
down to Tubby. I think I might jinx the team.
30 seconds
Might
left.
just be saving here. He's got the op in hand.
Spike planted.
He's just in the back of sight. 1v3 with an op would be especially hard. He is trying to lurk back in. Util did get thrown down. Flashed, had to jump to his side, only slid to the left and slid into the scope of didgeridoo, and we're all tied up here. 10 rounds deep. Three members of Wright State on A site once again. Last time the Bulldogs left the spike back around their spawn and waited for a weak spot to show.
They are so dead.
But so far, nothing happening on either side of the map. No weaknesses being shown. Still got plenty of time on offense. Looks like the spike may be headed A site here.
Scout destroyed.
Dog doesn't find anything from Summer. Wright State's still guessing as to which side this is headed.
I've
They
got
are
your trail.
definitely sending it now. The grenade comes down. The smoke does lend Summer some cover to retreat. So pushing Wright State back should give the plant
Spike
to the
planted.
Bulldogs.
Found
Summer casts his ult with... It's just a mess on site right now with nobody finding anybody. Finally, some of the kills start to come down. It's only a trade so far. Summer's just in the middle of the smoke. The smoke falls, and so do Wright State. Window, though, still standing, but would have to pull off a very hard 1v3. And they know exactly where he is. Got flashed,
Straight for me.
but didn't take his life. I don't know if he knows what the other two are. He does not. Great 3K from Window, but not enough to reel
Last
it
round
back.
before the switch.
Now Wright State need to win this one to keep the score tied heading into the round swap here on Bind.
That goes there. Where are you?
Wright State still trying to find that. Looks like it's definitely going to be a B-site push, but Wright State getting aggressive here. Might have just... Oh! Summer had a wide open look, but instead get taken out. It's 2-for-1 deal for the Bulldogs.
Spike planted.
Probably wrapping around back of sight, but they know exactly where he is. He looks like he ate that Ray's ult. Just getting flashed back. They're trying to make his way back on site. Jumps through with the shotgun. Will find Spirited. And we're all evened up. 3v3 retake for Wright State. But Goob finds Window. Needs to be huge here. Needs to... Oh, can't find EW. That's all down to Topaz. We'll find a good start. Switches to his sidearm. Getting good damage down, but it's 1v2 and they're pushing him. And the lead will be Boston Universities as we
Switching
head
sides.
into the half. 7-5.
Make sure to
Is
follow
your
my
score.
pack in. They'll lead us right to the enemy.
Wright State looking to move to offense. We know how deadly this team can be. And given enough time to run around. And a 5-7 deficit is not the worst thing in the world. Teams have definitely come back from less. Topaz is the one with the spike, but they're all alone headed towards B site. Trying to lurk on here. Nobody... Oh, now they're looking at him. And they know exactly where they are. He's got two people, but Summer swings in. Finds Didgeridoo mid-cast. Says that's how you do it. Jumps in. They had a good look at him. But finally, Sheena will be the one that finds the angle. Tubby pulls behind them. Now it's just Window and... Window swings in, though. Topaz will get the plant off thanks to the blocks. The grenade comes in, only does a little bit of damage to Topaz. He can heal that up since he's on Sage. They do have a nice little gallery there, but Window can't find the shots. Topaz down. Spirited going for the defuse. Oh, they lined up for him! But he can only get 2 of 3. That should be a successful defuse.
Spike defused.
Wright State now down 3 rounds to Boston University. After an unsuccessful pistol round that
This goes here.
almost went good,
This is a
but
nice spot.
all of these rounds have been very close. Very seldom have we had a round that's just completely
Yes, this should do. That goes there.
been one-sided. Wright State had some in the beginning where they had that flawless round, but
Here.
ever since then, been back and forth. Let's just leave. This we've got some good damage on Ellie. Casting. Oh, got traded out by Tubby. Tubby running in trying to find more, but his team is dying on the other side. Topaz running in, but can't find anything. It's all down to Tubby. And he's got a lonely pistol and half a health bar to work with, if that.
Teleport's gone.
Just retreating backwards, but his exit is cut off here. And he knows it. He's trying to get some exit frags here, but he will find none. And this round is quickly getting out of control for Wright State. And this is the playoff round. As far as I'm aware, there's no double elimination. But there's still a lot of VALORANT to play. 5-9 is still a very makeable comeback. And it's only round 1 in this best of 3.
Hawk out! Blinded.
Wright State might be looking for a B push this time.
Go get him.
So Window will get a Lope Orb here for himself. Might be looking for a teleport play. They are indeed looking for a teleport play onto A site, but that is where the heart of the defense lies. And they have read the play as all 5 members swoop back onto A site. Wright State Haven't gained any ground here at all. Window. Got a good angle. Should anyone try him? Stuck out their head to try and cast some ult there. Only able to get a little bit.
30 seconds
This
left.
air of damage down, but Window jumping in finds 2. And now in the back corner of that site, the Bulldogs are currently trapped. 2 of them were able to escape. The plant is down. Fire comes down. Summer
One enemy
keeps
remaining.
applying the damage. Summer finishes the job. Wright State get back into gear with a flawless round. Just when we thought this round was starting to slip out of control, Wright State might have found the momentum they need to try and get back into this one. B site is where the spike will start, but we know how much... We just saw how much Wright State loved to use those teleporters. And B site is the weaker half for the Bulldogs here.
Grenade!
No one isn't going to find much, but Ellie finds Summer on the other end. And CS Leaf will fall after that. It's just the 3 making the main push left.
Satchel out.
They have to go fast. They're trying to find EW's head. Can't find him, but they swing down, but can't get the damage down.
One enemy remaining.
It's a flawless round, answered with a flawless round. As nothing quite went right for the Raiders that time. And the timeout comes in from CS Leaf. Jabub has told me previously that this team doesn't have a traditional in-game leader, but CS Leaf would be the closest thing if we were to name one. And when you're down 4 games, and you can only give up 3 more before you lose, I'm gonna dig deep into the playbook because this offensive half has not gone the way the Raiders have hoped in any respect. Window still laying down kills, but the economy isn't the greatest, unfortunately. Wright State, we're looking good there towards the middle of last half, but they have now... They've lost 7 of their last 8 now. It's looking like an all-out push towards B site, where once again there are only 2 members. They only have so much time to act before reinforcements will come in from A site. They're starting to advance! Saw Spirited's head, but hasn't gotten the kill quite yet. EW will take him and CS Leaf down. Summer finally finds a trade. Window answers with him. That will give Wright State the site. Oh, but Didgeridoo wins the 1v1 with Summer. Window's still up. Got a good angle, but falls off of it. Can't find Didgeridoo. But will find him that time.
Player standing.
But now he's in a 1v1 with Sheena. Does have the health advantage. Util comes down. Shots coming through. No idea where he is. Jumps to the Util. Finds him. When we need a hero the most, Window comes through. Wright State.
Ears still ringing.
Starting to begin the climb back. Window and Summer have been the offensive firepower all map long for the Raiders. You gotta imagine if they're gonna bring this one back, that's gonna have to continue. Only 2 Raiders will move the spike towards B. So each side will have similar forces on each site. Summer's util'd off. Just didgeridoo there, but didgeridoo has been a very dangerous man. The Bulldog swings in! Tubby takes him down! With the help of Summer swinging in. Looks like this is going to be a teleport play. Oh, maybe they'll just take the long way around. Give me Summer. Summer would be a dangerous path to take in. Goob's got a good angle. A lot of heads there. He'll instead just keep walking by. Looks like the Raiders are dedicated to B site. There is still only
left.
1 Bulldog on that site. They are running very quickly out of time. Only 20 seconds remain. Only Spirited defending the site as the blank comes down from Topaz. Spirited stuck in the box. Summer tries to jump in to take him out. Is traded by Window, but Window's staying on top of this box. Was reloading, but not good enough. Sends in the Rays ult before dying to the util on the ground. Great effort from Window once again. Now Mashiro is standing all by his lonesome against 3 Raiders. The Raiders are coming back. Down 8-10. Their job is not finished yet, but we're seeing good things in these last 2 rounds, especially from Window. They might be trying another B site. That seems to be the favored side of both of these teams in this map.
Here.
Wright State looking for a similar game plan. 2 headed towards B site, 3 headed towards A site. But the Bulldogs answer with the opposite this time. Might have all just been a feint. Looks like Topaz and Window are bringing the spike back to the other side of the map. Tubby. Didgeridoo's got a good angle on him with the pistol. Now Wright State still trying to push through A site despite Tubby falling there. Sheena swings through, finally taken down after a long spray by CS Leaf. Window answers in kind. That should give Wright State the A site, but oh, Spirited takes out Window. It's been Wright State's best player this map so far, but
Launching smoke.
this keeps going down as the Yuto comes down from
Last
CS
player
Leaf.
standing.
Now he's all by himself. This went so bad, so fast for the Raiders. Should be a quick and easy defuse for the Bulldogs.
Thrifty.
That was a thrifty, too. Big for their util. For their econ, excuse me. Wright State, still a ways to go. Still on the offensive. Looks like it's going to be an all-out push on the B site. Wright State has definitely favored A site more, it seems like. This time they might be fully committed. Their economy is not very good. A lot of pistols coming down. A pistol, some Not able to afford a lot of rifles. A Spirited is traded out, but
down,
EW
B.
answers. Wright State still are not going to be able to get onto this site. It's 3v4 for Wright State with a plant still necessary. They'll teleport onto A site, but still defended by a count of 2 Bulldogs. Didgeridoo is staring straight at him. Gotta be careful here. With Windows got the spike in his pocket, jumps through,
player standing.
can't find anything. They're
Spike
both
down
taken down.
A.
It's all Tubby. Uses ult. Finds one. That's to jump away from the util. He
30
does
seconds
not
left.
have the spike in his hand. Trying to shoot through to find Didgeridoo. Can't find him. No one's to his back. He's got the world in front of him. And the world on his shoulders. Trying to prevent match point, but not enough
10
time to
seconds
work
left.
with. Will find Ellie as a exit frag at the very least. Almost found the ult shot on the Didgeridoo,
Match
but he is
point.
cut down. And the Boston University Bulldogs are one away from taking this map, forcing the Raiders onto their back foot here.
Satchel out.
They gotta dig deep into their playbook on bind. Looks like they're
Spike down B.
Window able to find a trade, but 2 that were with him have fallen.
I have the spike.
Not the start that Wright State were looking for with that B site push. They're forced to bring the spike back over to A site to regroup with the rest of the Raiders. Hopefully make something out of nothing here. Was able to
I've
find a
got
trade,
your
so it's
trail.
not all lost yet.
Satchel
Bolts
out.
come down, has to jump over the fire in this window. Looking for the quick and easy plant here. Will get it! Will barely be able to hold on to his life. Some are not so lucky. Sagel, another ult's coming in
Last player
to take him
standing.
out. He's completely blind. And this map
Time to hunt.
will be going over to Boston University by a score of 13-8. Wright State
Defenders win.
And that's full
are
time.
on their season point here in the playoffs. Bind doesn't go their way, but don't go anywhere. This is a best of 3, so Wright State can still have a chance to bring it back. Window played out of his mind. Summer played well too, but unfortunately just couldn't find the rounds when they needed them. But for now, I will send you over to break. Don't go anywhere. Map 2 was where the Raiders will look to try and get back on the saddle. Welcome back, Raider Nation. This is RJ once again coming at you live from the Wright State eSports Center. I am joined by Jabub, who was able to make it for Map 2. Jabub, you missed a bit of a stinker on Map 1, unfortunately. They got off to a good start, won 6 of the first 9, but then went on too many losing streaks and ultimately finished the map 13-8. That was their map pick. We do head to the Terriers map pick of Haven. Can we hopefully expect this one to go a bit smoother for the Raiders?
Yeah, I think definitely. I mean, these are 2 of the maps that the Raiders have played a lot. Obviously, they did pick Bind. It was just unfortunate. Had a couple of performances that weren't up to par, and sometimes, yeah, we have a bad game, and we just move on. And actually have Haven, which we've seen the Raiders pull out a 13-2 and a 13-1 on this map before. But this is the Terriers map pick, so this could go a different way. What is interesting for me seeing here in the Agent Select is a Phoenix Neon comp. I have not really seen this much. They have a lot of... They're going to be using the Phoenix for that Flash Initiator like kind of role for this map, while the Wright State have Summer on the Sky. So, I mean, kind of similar comp, but I think the Terriers need to re-clear a lot of things during this map.
I am happy to see Neon back in the fold for Wright State.
I'm out of
I
here.
got Window on that. He was great on the Rays last map, but I just find that Neon is just always such a fun champ to watch, and especially when it's a player like Window piloting it. But beyond that, we have Summer back on the Sky, and they played that agent pretty well last map too. It was the rest of the team that struggled. But Wright State starting off on offense, the inverse of the last map. They've left the spike towards C, but still relatively in their spawn, so I'm not sure what the plan is quite yet. EW lurking through on the Phoenix, immediately spotted out and shot away. Trying to get some flashes down, but ultimately pushed back by the dog. Trying to get a good angle on him as the fire is thrown down, but no damage on either side as of yet. Topaz and EW dancing around each other in the util. Yeah, it looks like the spike has been picked up, headed towards A site. Window, we know how much he loves those shotguns, trying to run through. He will find the backside of Didgeridoo. But
30 seconds
gets
left.
cut down by Tubby. Good series of opening kills for Wright State. They keep the momentum going as the plant goes down. Summer trying to find a good angle, but almost gets their head taken off.
Last
Into
player
trouble, but
standing.
Topaz has the back of Spirited. EW all by himself up in heaven, can't figure it out. It's a team ace. Great start for Wright State here after losing both of the pistol rounds last map.
Yeah, and a flawless. So this is a good economy for the Raiders here. And, I mean, good pistol. I mean, winning pistol is very big. And I would like to mention an impact of this match is Topaz being that mid presence the entire game. And again, you see him get the lurk through mid and get one onto A. But I don't know how they're going to do well against this Phoenix, who looks like they like to push mid every round. Let's see how Topaz deals with the flashes, if he can deal with them. I think this is Raiders' map.
Yeah, we know that pushing through mid for Topaz on this map is his signature. Skirmish goes down. Ellie takes out Summer, but gets traded out by CS Leaf. EW still manning the center. Tubby, all alone with the spike, takes one down, but EW makes something happen back in mid. CS Leaf has some util through. Well, the Phoenix is still holding the mid, but everywhere else seems to have crumbled, Jabub.
Yeah, it's a weird formation. You got Topaz and B by himself, and then no one on C, and Phoenix just sitting there in the garage spot.
One enemy remaining.
But just get traded by CS Leaf. I mean...
Finally goes down. He could hold that mid no more. And now it's all down to Didgeridoo. He was very effective last map.
Yeah, as we look, he did force a Bucky this round. Could get an exit kill, but I mean, I don't know what the eco looks like for the Terriers for Didgeridoo after this round.
He's running out of time here.
It seems like Didgeridoo is going to die to Spike. However, I still don't know if they can fully buy next round.
He is not moving from that spot. He's definitely dead to Spike here. Wright State, this time they take the 2-0 lead. As we take a look at the econ here.
Oh, okay, so Didgeridoo still can buy fully. But kind of not with the other team. I see a couple light shields or regen shields out. Yeah, but I mean, Wright State do have a strong second buy other than Window forcing an Odin. Which is kind of interesting, but he does like to buy the Judge and full rounds, so I am not surprised to see this.
Watch your eyes!
It's already getting very aggressive, but blasted down by Window with that Odin. Summer gets one for himself. Does Wright State have an open B site to take advantage of?
Let's see. Look at Ellie here.
Ellie trying to find something, but Tubby knows exactly where it is. Shock Dart hits him right in the head.
We have a team stun.
Oh no.
Spike planted.
Unspirited, but Topaz, I mean, he's gonna chill here. Wait for them to come to him.
Yeah, Ellie's still got a good position. He's running out of teammates. Spirited finally is able to find Window. But this is still going to be a 2v4 retake with Spirited down to a hair of HP. Ellie runs in, cut down by a wall of Raiders. Wright State looking like this is their map pick. Off to a blazing 3-0 start.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't sure about the Odin buy. I was like, Window's gonna buy a Judge if they lose this round. It's their bonus. Converted the bonus. Instant 2 seconds into the round. Window gets an Odin spam kill. I mean...
You looked at that Phoenix and said, you will peek through that window no more. He knows the third time is not the charm, buddy.
Now, right, they have such a good economy while the Terriers are just sitting here with Buckies and pistols.
Right, State looking to press their advantage. The spike is on. He's closer to C site as two Terriers look to shore up the defenses over there. EW getting aggressive in mid-site again. Summer sending util through. Neither side has been able to find anything much of yet except for some damage onto Ellie. Wright State still have that spike near C site. Ellie is holding the line going into there. But 4 members of Wright State are starting to get ready for a push straight through.
They're going to have to clear Ellie here, but
yeah,
Ellie lets him know position.
It's worked out so far. Not as quite as well anymore, as it's now 3v3. Wright State have 30 seconds to get the spike down. They should be able to do that in C-site.
But Topaz goes down in garage.
Didgeridoo has a pretty good angle here. No one's looking at him, but CS Leaf
10 seconds
able
left.
to find one on the other side.
Standing.
But now it's all down to Tubby. Tubby trying to get the plant down. With a second to spare, but not ready for EW to come through. And the Terriers are on the board.
Yeah, I mean, kind of an unfortunate round for the Raiders. I mean, you have to clear that Bucky in that short range, and they couldn't find it. Ellie gets one, and then Spirited with the classic kill in sight to follow it up, so window couldn't entry. And then big pick of Sheena getting their first kill in mid to Topaz to minimize that lurk. So, I mean, just an unfortunate round for the Raiders. But fortunately, they do have the economy to buy into this next round. And both teams will have a bye going in here, with the exception of just Ellie with the Bucky.
Wright State keeping their cards to their chest so far. Now the spike's starting to move towards A. The Terriers have a member looking at each angle. Didgeridoo, though, manning the spot where Wright State seems to be coming through. Didgeridoo is able to claim one, but Window gets one on the other side of the map. Sheena puts the odds in favor. Tubby, though, finds one in the back of A site. 3v3 as Tubby looks to get the plant down.
Spike planted.
Summer
One enemy remaining.
cleans house. All down to EW, the Phoenix. And this should be Wright State's game here unless EW absolutely pops off. And he has no idea where anybody is. Tries to send the flash through. Wright State bites on nobody, and Window just keeps on spraying. Wright State back in the driver's seat.
I still don't know how Tubby got that plant down in the first place. We had the Phoenix all come out from EW, and the Molly, I thought, where he was planting.
Yeah, someone throw something.
However, I mean, Tubby just got it down, and Summer with the big kills on the Phoenix ult and another player, and obviously, I mean, Window with the Odin is doing really well this match. We'll see if he keeps it up.
Just Window doing Window things as Wright State look to expand their lead a little bit more, looking for an all-out C-site push with only 2 members of Boston University defending. Oh, no, they've backed off of it.
So kind of a good call from the Raiders if they go back and go hit A or just pause. So we see from Boston's side, they kind of scattered. We originally had 4 on C, but I mean, with that Cypher trip still up, they just re-scattered back to their default positions. And now the Raiders have to think, where do they want to go with these 4 ultimates in play?
EW down to the smallest breath of HP remaining, but besides that, things are relatively
I've got your
equal
trail.
as the Sky ult comes down from Summer to help them push onto A site. Window keeps spraying through the util, finding a lot of damage, finally finds one onto Ellie. Topaz keeps things rolling. Do have a member up in heaven, do the Terriers.
30 seconds left.
But their HP is so low, and then Topaz gets a pick from mid. I mean,
I wonder how many times we're going to say that
enemy
this
remaining.
map. Topaz gets somebody from mid. But it's all down to Didgeridoo. He's got no HP to work with, and the entirety of Wright State in front of him might be able to find an exit kill here onto Topaz. But still got a ways to go here with
Standing ahead.
beeping from the spike already picking up. CS Leaf dives in to clean up the remains. Wright State looking exactly how we wanted them to look here in map 2.
yeah, I mean, look, Tubby does had 8K. I mean, still 7K. They have really good money, and this is a big round for Boston here. I mean, they're investing every single bit of money they have, as we might see a couple ults come out from them this round.
They've got 4, so I imagine they'll use at least a few here to get a desperately needed round on the board. Summer is taken down by the op shot from Ellie.
Whoa.
I don't know if Sheena saw the mid. There's a chance they can creep on in, but Sheena drops down. I don't think that that's the case anymore.
He is all alone on B site, but he has a good angle to potentially shut down a Wright State offensive. This didgeridoo is starting to run onto site. If the Neon ult comes down to try and buy Wright State some cover, they are able to make their way onto site without losing anyone. Window's got that Odin ready to spray. He will spray it right into the face of Spirited. Didgeridoo's ult comes down, not able to find much. Now CS Leaf has to take down, but Ellie with those shots coming down again. Ellie's looking for the ace. He's got 3 kills already. Topaz and Tubby are still up to try and stop the ult.
1 enemy remaining.
Topaz will take down Ellie as the ult comes down from Tubby, answering an ult in kind, and Tubby will put the finishing touches on it. Wright State fight back.
Yeah, I mean, great round. I mean, good round for the Raiders. They got at least 2 ults invested in, and Didgeridoo didn't get any kills from their Sova ult, and yet Tubby had the most impressive Sova ult that he could have imagined, with them having to push Topaz, and Topaz is cleaning up. As I like to mention, they were both like half HP coming to that fight.
And a big Hunter's Fury from Tubby too to stop that, to shut down the defuse. This time Wright State haven't moved the spike yet. Goob is dancing around, but they know exactly where he is. He will dash straight into a gun line. Wright State with the opening kill. Didgeridoo's staring right at where Summer is, but neither ace able to find anything.
Scout destroyed.
Wright State definitely looking for a seat push as Topaz window jumping
1
through.
enemy remaining.
Wright State are moving through this Terrier squad as it's 2 guns just staring right where they know Sheena is.
Spike
Not
planted.
letting him move a single step, and now he's all by his lonesome. He's able to take 1 out as Summer jumps through, but he will find 1 and no more. As CS Leaf lets him hear about it, it's a 7-1 Raider lead. 10-4 is the scoreline for Window. Another fantastic performance from him so far this map.
Call him Brock, because he's good just owning the entire team. I mean, he's sliding, just owning them. I mean, also take a look at Tubby. The only round they have lost, Tubby has fallen. I mean, it's just Tubby live, Wright State gets around. You see it, the op from Ellie again, but just not come to fruition as Ellie goes down in garage.
Topaz opening up that time. Window channeling the Broctagon, trying to. Not able to find anything, only a bit of suppressive fire. Wright State down a man this time with the spike still around their spawn. Might be looking for a push back onto an A site. It would be a good idea. The A site has been left totally abandoned. Looks like everyone on the Boston Terriers side is just staring at Topaz coming through mid. They must have been hearing us. Tubby's starting to push through. Topaz has his back with a kill onto Sheena. He'll find 1, but they're looking to pivot here again. Topaz! Reminding them who mid really belongs to. All alone on B site. Looks like that's where the Wright State is looking to finally plant their roots.
30 seconds left.
Terriers do have a defender on either side of the site. They know where Topaz is. Can't get a good look at him, though.
Last player standing.
Topaz looking for the ace, but Tubby will take that final kill. Wright State clean that one up. 8-1. Absolutely dominating this map, just like we've seen them do to so many other teams this season.
Topaz, big 4K, could have got the ace, was stolen. But I mean, you can't ask me better if you want a KJ lurk. You're down mid, you can't ask me better with 4. I was a little worried when he got the first kill, and EW was looking for him in mid, and Topaz just had a timing, swung the right way. I mean, you might see here a ultimate from the Raiders going in, but from the KJ. But it seems like Boston doesn't really have any combo or anything on it.
A-site was left totally abandoned. The attacker Killjoy is popped to... This should be an easy plan as CS Leaf comes down. No players detained, but the room was found! Oh, the timing is brutal for Spirited. CS Leaf caught him trying to swap guns. Ellie gets shot down out of heaven. And Wright State, this should be in the bag for them to win their 9th round of the half. Tubby bouncing in and out of cover will finally find Didgeridoo after an extended gunfight. But that'll be a flawless round for Wright State, who have been just almost flawless this entire map.
Yeah, I mean, as we look, I mean, just another flawless. I mean, they're playing so well. I don't know what happened the last map. I wasn't here, but it's completely different Raiders than what I was described at the beginning of this map.
They're playing with so much more confidence, I think, because like Window's always confident, but I think the rest of the team. Topaz is back to his home in mid. He's feeling more confident, and the Raiders are just humming alongside of him. Summer taken down first this time, though. Topaz taken down in kind by Ellie.
Maybe a little caster's curse there from us. I mean, too good.
Hey, that wasn't me. That was you.
Yeah, I apologize.
Oh, but Window does get a good angle. Channeling the Broctagon yet again. He's got 3 kills this map. To even things out for the Raiders, 2v2 with the plant going down C site.
So many kills happen in just an
Spike
instant.
planted.
The entire C site falls. A Phoenix ult is popped, and now it's just a 2v2.
Tubby! Got caught in the middle of the site by Didgeridoo. All down to Window, but he can't pull it off. That retake was brutal.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Window definitely had a chance with both players on the low HP, but just a good shot.
Thrifty.
That's all it takes for for him to go down. But yeah, I cast a curse. That's on me. That's on me.
We got it out of the way. They got their 1 caster curse round. It'll be fine.
But if Tubby dies, I don't know if the Raiders can win the round. As we look for the last round of the half, we could see Tubby maybe trying to get an orb here on C with CS Leaf. However, it looks like Ellie might push up and have some contact with that op to prevent them from that.
Wright State looking to finish this half with a bang. We heard EW earlier letting Window know that he's got an Odin of his own, but we'll see who's the better Odin here! Window caught out by Didgeridoo before he could dial in the sights.
You see, no, he's actually backed off a site, let them have it, and Topaz dies in mid.
Snipe by Sheena, even though he's only using a rifle. Wright State will get the plant down onto a site, but Summer
goes ahead and cancels that Sova ult, so Tubby stays alive with the Sova ult counter.
The Hunter's Fury coming down from Tubby. The shock dart! The shock dart, but Spirited swings him. It's all down to CS Leaf!
With the timing.
But the timing is not enough. The half will finish 9-3 in advantage of Wright State.
Team Ace.
And it feels like 9-3 is always the most dangerous lead in Valorant.
Switching
In the pro scene, there's the meme of the 9-3 curse. Let's hope Wright State can avoid it this time.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
Let's see if the Raiders can win another pistol. This round's so big for the Raiders as this is an attack-sided map, and the Terriers have opted for that double duelist, the Phoenix and the Neon, so they will be playing aggressive here, Bruce clearing, but as we can see, the Raiders are opting for this C push with Window, Summer, and this is going to be a giant brawl here.
3v3, it's about to get fun. Raiders have 3 pistols, all pointing in this direction. They know exactly where they are. In comes the Neon! Can't find anything, but can do a lot of damage, but EW taking out plenty of Raiders. Summer just trying to keep them all flashed off. But the 3v3 is a total sweep for the Terriers. And just like that, the pistol round is in favor of Boston.
Yeah, I mean, Wright State had the stack. It was just unfortunate that every piece of Utah was on that one spot. So this is who can get a kill while they're stunned, basically. Kind of unfortunate that Summer's flashes didn't really hit as he needed to, but I mean, sometimes that just happens.
Let's turn this around, squad.
So it's 3 of 4 pistol rounds now that have gone in favor of the Terriers. But they've still got a ways to go if they want to get back in this one against Wright State. Usually dude jumps out, but able to keep his life as CS Leaf casts down some util.
He's stuck there in that corner and he can't get out. One more shock dart will do the trick, but
Summer, though, is the first to fall. Didgeridoo finally finds CS Leaf, and Spirited keeps things going. Topaz finally gets the Raiders on the board here. But they are down 2-4. As Ellie throws his util down. C-site is open, but it is going to be A-site where the spike is headed for the Terriers, with both of Wright State's defenders around C.
Spike planted.
I mean, I don't think they'll expect it.
Yeah. That's curtains.
Go, go, go.
Not the way you want to start the half for Wright State.
I mean, we'll go into the buy round now, the Boston's bonus, and, you know, Wright State really need to convert this round and not do what Boston did in the first half of the game. But this round's big for the Raiders. I mean, you gotta keep that momentum up, and if Boston can get some momentum, I mean, they've won 4 in a row.
Gotta go.
They can come back and win this game.
Absolutely. You never want to let your opponents back in. EW finds one, but traded by Window in mid, where we've seen so much of the action this map. But Window had to get out of that fight with very low HP and no Sage this time to get him back to full. Wright State have a 1-2-1 defense. Topaz letting them know exactly where they're going. Ellie swooped out, but Window is fighting in the back of the site. Will be a 3v4 retake here. Wright State do have some of Window up in heaven. He has very low HP. Tubby doesn't know where Ellie is, but he doesn't need to. He's just got those reflexes. He's just him. Wright State. Only one member of the Terriers in their way. And that is how you answer. Wright State into double digits here as Tubby gets the defuse. And they are 3 away.
Yeah, they need to convert that bonus. It was looking a little shaky with Boston on site, and they just had full site control. But good util from CS Leaf and good shots from Tubby peeking when Didgeridoo and Hell was on his drone, and so he could take a 1 there onto Ellie. But, I mean, definitely we're looking at Ellie here to change it. I mean, they're the highest in the scoreboard. I mean, they're making the most out of their util. I mean, 12 and 13.
Revealing
But
area.
Joke's over! You're dead!
sees a Phoenix ult pops in by EW.
EW running in quick, but Summer is quicker. Neon already on site for, and Didgeridoo there with him to find the opening kill. Phoenix already back up, and Phoenix making himself known is EW.
Last player standing.
After all the chaos, Tubby is the last Raider standing with the drone hunting him down. It's going to be very hard to make his way back on the A site. Spike down 3 members of the Terriers in his way. I think he might be better off saving here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you see a save here, but looks like he's just trying to get some exits. Maybe surprise them on the way out, but it looks like he is kind of going for it. Just
Oh! The timing!
gets one exit kill into Spirited. I mean, it's closer to the ult. I mean, he's only got 2 points away from that Sova ult that he's been so impactful with.
The perfect timing from Tubby to find at least one exit kill to give the Raiders something to hang their hats on, but they've still only won 1 of the last 6. Gonna need to do better than that to put this one away, but they still have plenty of time. Still have a 10-6 lead, but it is gonna be a bit of a save here from Wright State, looks like.
The hero rifle from Tubby, and we might see a window ult here this round just to maybe scrape around here, but as Tubby's alone on C with the KJ util, trying to give him the best support that he can.
Wright State have only 1 member on C, 2 on each site, but it looks like CS Leaf might be rotating over to C as I say that.
Here.
Meanwhile, the Terriers have kept their cards close to their chest. Everyone's still hovering around their spawn.
I think this works out well for the Raiders. They can re-clear, and they can just sit in these rat corners the whole round. I mean, they don't really need to counter their teammates as they're just going slow. But, I mean, actually this long, they all go long. This is going to be bad for the Raiders. But as they hear this Sova trap,
they can tell that it's going to be an all-out A-site push, but Summer is straight up by Didgeridoo, but finds the first kill for the Raiders. Neon jumps through on their ult, can't find any targets. The Terriers are backing down after the trade with 30 seconds to plant.
yeah, they have to re-hit. I mean, they don't have time to go to another site, but
They're taking a long way around.
exactly
Spirited does find window. 20 seconds to go, they are re-hitting. With A-site currently empty. 10 seconds to
10
go.
seconds
Sheena
left.
should get the plant off here.
Spike planted.
Tubby was up in heaven, but
Last
can't make
player
it happen.
standing.
Ellie chipping them down. It's all up to Topaz. And 4 members still stand for the Terriers. Does
Delete.
find one. Still a ways to go. Oh, I thought he had the timing. Didgeridoo didn't have his gun ready, but Topaz couldn't find it.
They demand a fight.
The
Who are we to
lead
disobey?
continues to shrink for the Raiders. 10-7 is the advantage now with specifically Ellie and Didgeridoo. You know how much of a problem he was last map.
yeah, I mean, we do see a window Odin by. I mean, this could definitely sway it. But as we see, we don't have an op on Ellie. I mean, they get these early picks, so they're going to run this default again. See what they can do.
Wright State haven't had the defensive half they want. Window
Enemy
spraying through on the Odin. Can't find anything.
Ooh, the timing. Almost had a fight.
Tubby might have a good angle here if this util goes down, but a lot of util walls coming through. Tubby stuck between them, but the timing is fantastic. CS Leaf teams up with him to take out 3. The offense has been neutered as Summer dashes in and finds the last 2. Raiders get the comeback round they need to keep the lead growing rather than shrinking. 11-7, they're 2 away.
Yeah, I mean, that was a huge flash by Summer just walking out while they're just scrambling on site to get the bomb down after Tubby just has a great timing. I still am not sure how Ellie did not see Tubby after going through those 20 walls.
Yeah, it had 20. He was stuck between two of them, and then just one went down. Perfect timing.
See, Ellie back with the up, but Raiders have changed the defense up to account for it.
Summer already has found the Odin, but the Odin was the Phoenix just immediately revived. Spirited is the one who will find the opening kill. On to Summer.
Destroyed.
I have a good angle here. Topaz sprays through the corners of the wall.
I see a Silver all come out here, but Topaz just needs one more kill to get that ultimate, but that's a huge ult.
Yeah, a lot of damage from that one arrow. Has him dead to right. Sheena taken out.
Yeah, spike down, I mean...
Window tried to run him with the Odin, but taken out by the op from Ellie. Topaz, though, will trade them out. Topaz keeps it going. CS Leaf almost sprayed down, but finishes it up. Wright State move to match point after the successful fights on C.
Yeah, I don't know how Topaz got 3 there. I mean, the garage pick was so big. They had garage control after that pick, and then what a Sova ult from Tubby. Getting that spike down, hitting... It would have been better for Boston if he hit anyone else, but he got the spike down, so that gave them time to rotate. They have to scramble, pick up the spike, plant, and... Yeah, I mean... Are going to see a last resort buy here from Boston. It's just didgeridoo with a hero Phantom and a couple Bulldogs out there. They do have the ult advantage though.
Ult advantage can always tip the scales if you use them correctly. C-Site is completely rare, but the spike is still around spawn. As Topaz keeps his streak going, taking out the Phoenix. No revive that time.
Yeah, we're gonna see here, Wright State's just gonna give up the C site and retake it with this Killjoy ultimate. Just have to be careful of Ellie just lurking up and getting a kill on the short angles. I believe Ellie does have a bucky. Yes, he does.
Killjoy ult does come down as expected. Ellie finds one with the shotgun before falling. Tubby keeps it going. It's just two carriers left standing. Window with the Odin. It's all up to Spirited. Tubby going for the defuse, and Window's got his back with the Odin. Wright State, with their season on the line, will send us to map 3.
Such a good round. I'm like, it's crazy how this KJO and all these fights backside, they're just doing so well. I mean, it's absolutely insane that they can just get away with some of the stuff. I mean, during that, didgeridoo did have this Sova ult into the KJO, destroyed it, but it didn't matter. And they were just in backside, and
we were talking about the ults, and that was a big part of how that map ended. Window top fragging yet again, this time tied with Topaz, the mid-demon himself. And Didgeridoo is sleepy. You better not be sleepy, buddy. We still got one more round to decide the fate of this series, so don't go anywhere. Your Wright State Raiders will head to map 3 with playoffs on the line next. Welcome back, Raider Nation. Your Wright State Raiders are going the distance against Boston University Terriers in this best-of-3 playoff series for VALORANT, and we are headed to the deciding map, Breeze. This is the first time that Jabub and I have casted this particular map. So how do you expect things to go here for the Raiders? We've definitely seen a lot of Haven, not a lot of Breeze.
Yeah, I would like to remind the audience that the last time I believe they did play Breeze, they did lose to Robert Morris. It is not one of the stronger maps, but I also don't know anything about Boston playing on this map, as this is a decider map, so no team picked this. I mean, it's just basically, I think it would be a pretty even game, as we see as EW opts for the Reyna. Kind of just looks like Boston are just going to take fights this whole game, while Wright State have this double smokes comp just denying them of information.
Yeah, window beyond the jet this time, but Wright State, on the first map, Wright State started on defense and they lost, and on the second map they started on attack and they won, and they're starting on attack here as well, so I think that's a good sign. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's a good side. I mean, I think Wright State, they do prefer starting on attack on most of these maps because they like to set the pace early, get their momentum going, and then see if they can just scrap a couple rounds on defense if they really need it or they struggle on defense. But I like to set the pace, and you know, that's what's good starting on attack.
Wright State looking for another brisk start here. First time looking at Breeze. It's a nice little beach town map. I like the vibe. The A site is it seems to be very close to the attacking spawn.
Yeah, I mean, Breeze has definitely gone through a lot of changes. We finally get to see them back in the map pool in the last, month. It is finally back with another kind of rework, so it is very interesting as Halls is no longer a thing, but we do have this closing door in there that's kind of nice.
Alright, Wright State so far have kept Summer taking out Spirited on that ace side, but Goob still holding strong, got flashed out but dashed away from Tubby. And EW keeps things moving, taking out CS Leaf.
Yeah, that's a big kill from EW. Now, the Raiders have to go towards the A site. I mean, couldn't find the space on that B site.
Forced towards A and right into the grasp of Ellie. Ellie takes one, can't find the other, but Wright State down to 2 members. Tubby might be caught out here, but he looks like he might be ready for it. Oh no! He had his back to him! Please! Oh no! Unfortunate. But Summer, though, Summer's looking for the ace all by themselves. Low HP, though! Finds the 4th. Looking for the ace. And for the pistol round for Wright State, but doesn't have the HP. Sheena able to put this round to bed. It's another pistol round loss for Wright State.
So close from Summer, and yeah, I mean, just missed the Astro stun on him. Could have been detrimental. It's just that Viper wall did weaken I believe it was the Jet enough just for the one tap. But yeah, I would like to mention it's kind of weird seeing Summer on that Viper roll, as Summer loves to be aggressive with his Sky, and now you're playing a Smokes passive lurk agent. I mean, we'll see how it goes, but he already has 4 kills, so I mean, just like he's getting into it just fine.
Yeah, he seems to be warming to the champion just fine so far. As Wright State still keeping that spike towards A like they did in the first round. They had a good look on the didgeridoo did Summer, but not able to find the killing blow.
We see as Spirited does have little HP, little down, but Summer gets a pick in mid.
Here.
Now, Goob almost had a good look, but couldn't find the target that time. Wright State looked to be moving that spike all the way back towards B site. It's only defended by Didgeridoo at the moment.
Just by Spirited, actually, with like no HP, but Didgeridoo is trying to rotate to help the 8 players, but might catch a timing here, might catch Topaz here in mid.
Oh, he had a good look there, almost. He did take that down Topaz, but Summer able to find an answer. As Spike does get planted B, CS Leaf lurking mid will find a kill of his own, finishing off Didgeridoo. What, the Terriers are fighting back. It's a 2v2. They had a good open look. It's a fantastic shot, but Summer's still standing. It's all him against the Jet. The shot misses from Ellie. Bouncing around is Summer. He has cover behind the boxes, but they shoot him right through it. It doesn't matter, but do they have the time?
Yeah, they have the time.
They do.
Both low. Summer with almost another 4K, but Ellie is just 5-1 right now. Just
making his presence known with that.
But that was a great round from the Raiders in hindsight. I mean, Summer 7-2. That was all with just a Sheriff and a couple classics from the Raiders. And now, I mean, we look at the economies for Boston on their supposed bonus rounds, and we see EW force a Vandal and just a couple pistols. It's not like anything big. I believe Spirited does have some chamber pistol bolts, 8 of his chamber pistol, and yeah, I mean...
Yeah, we were just talking about how Summer is on a more passive champion, but so far he's had 7 of Wright State's 8 kills in the opening 2 rounds. Ellie moves through the util, finds one, but immediately traded. Tubby should be able to get the plant here. Has to give it up as they had a good angle on him, but when you've got Window covering your back, you got a little more confidence. Topaz takes out his chamber counterpart in Spirited. Now it's all down to EW. Trying to prevent Wright State from getting on the board, but that's a good start. Headshots to Window and Tubby.
It's like EW did not opt to buy that Vandal, but I mean, the Sheriff is working wonders, but the time ticks. I mean, there's not really much time. You got a Viper volley for the bomb, I believe, and
they do not know.
And the angle.
Shoots the Viper util through, and that is a clinical round from Wright State to get themselves onto the board. Summer, another great performance, 8-2 already.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a good round from Window. Gives confidence. You want your duelist to have some kills early, get that confidence back. Just from last map, I mean, he played really well last map. I mean, good 3K there for 3-3. Just get it started on this map. I mean, see Ellie with the op again has been giving the Raiders some trouble, especially last map, and see if it gives it again.
We'll get it again. He already knows exactly where CS Leaf is. Ellie already off to a hot start in this one as well.
It seems like Boston have read this. They took down the only other smoke on the Raiders team as they get the Viper on A, so the Raiders pretty much have to go A.
Oh, but Ellie... Summer tried to find it there, but Ellie keeps going! Somebody stop this guy! Topaz finally able to find an answer on Spirited, but he is all by himself. It's another op shot from Ellie. He looks unstoppable right now.
Yeah, I mean, the Raiders need to figure out a way to just get the op out of Ellie's hands, but I mean, as you see coming up, Didgeridoo, even if they lose this next round, Didgeridoo can buy Ellie that op again.
The economy's already in a great spot for the Terriers. As Wright State looks like they're thinking about saving here. Still got 3 pistols.
You just have a hero rifle from Summer here. I was surprised Summer didn't pop that Viper Ultimate Viper's Pit last round going to that site, but sometimes you can't think of all the right decisions.
Wright State might be thinking about a B site push.
See, window all. Never mind.
Didgeridoo.
Ellie's pushed all the way out A, but Didgeridoo gets one on the window.
Some are able to find an answer. Continues to be the mammoth share of the kills here for Wright State, but Ellie just keeps
Spike
on
down,
going.
B.
Well, Summer again with another one. It's just Summer versus Ellie.
Summer versus Ellie, but Ellie gets the better of him that time. Wright State down to CS Leaf and Tubby. We know what Tubby is capable of. A site is open at the moment.
Yeah, but they're scared that off, and they're spawning. Could be looking, and Surprise might make some noise, but Ellie doesn't hear it. So we might see a free point here from the Raiders.
Try and get something going in their favor. Try and get that op to come to them.
Yes, they haven't moved at all.
There's...
Spike planted.
They stick with it until the spike has been stuck.
I think it's a good move from Topaz with that Stinger getting close range, but CS Leaf just has to get out of this offline from Ellie coming from their spawn.
Topaz with CS Leaf.
One
Even
enemy
things
remaining.
up, Topaz keeps things going. And I'd feel a lot more confident about this if it was anybody but Ellie.
Yeah, so
Still he pops the knives. Trying to find a target. Running out of time. We'll find one, but can't find the other. It's a big thrifty for Wright State.
yeah, huge thrifty. They needed to get Ellie off this op, and I was wrong. I mean, Ellie can force buy an op here. Was thinking about it, but they do not have the cash to buy Ellie an op this round. Even with popping the knives, I think that was really big for the economy for the Raiders. Now Ellie going in here with a, instead of the knives and
Let's see what Zeros
buying off
can
next
do.
round, you have light shields and a guardian.
If there was ever a time to try and take some of the air out of his tires, it's going to be now. BW might have a good angle, but Window jumps through and will take him out before he can even realize what's going on. Tubby gets the quick plant down in B site for Wright State.
In the Viper's pit, Raiders just won in this round.
They want to tie things up, but Spirited finds Window. The Viper's pit is down, like you said. That is offering Wright State quite a bit of cover on this B site.
Surprised Ellie didn't see it. Are seeing these people above him in the Viper's pit. Has no idea CS Leaf is there.
Last player standing.
But Ellie keeps things going. It's all down to Summer. He's got the angle. Ellie's still up. Oh, the shotgun! He got it out just in time to pull off the clutch. Summer looking right at home on the Viper. Such an unusual pick for what his playstyle usually is, but he is thriving. A 12-4 to answer the might of Ellie.
Yeah, I actually think I'm gonna go back to the round where Didgeridoo went through the drone through the Viper's pit, spotted out Summer, but Ellie decides to not shoot through the smoke when he's tagged the Viper's pit. It would have gave their team a lot more space, and I think that cost them the round.
All tied up. CS Leaf with the spray. Saw Ellie, but sprayed him down through the util. Knives are out from Window as they make their way onto A site. Spirited, though, takes out Wright State's ace. Tubby looking for the plant. Spirited able to swing on the Topaz. Window still with the knives up as his teammates fall around him. It's just him and CS Leaf. Window has to do it all of himself. They can't make it happen. The lead goes back into the hands of the Terriers.
Thanks.
That was a big round from Spirited.
Now flee.
He wasn't really a factor in last map on that Cypher, but on this Chamber, I mean, that was a big 3K from Spirited, getting 2 in mid, causing them to just fall apart. I mean, and then we have Sheena with 1 pistol kill in sight. I mean, that was the Terriers save round, and now we're going to the next round, and the Raiders don't really have that much of economy. You got CS Leaf and Tubby pretty poor, and Boston can buy full.
This round 3 has lived up to the billing so far. The playoffs are here.
Let's play.
And Wright State in map 3 against Boston University Terriers. With their season on the line, both teams with their seasons on the line. But Ellie gets the better of Summer once more on the side of that A site. Spike is still down around Wright State's spawn as they try to find an opening here. Topaz has busted out the chamber ult, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, that is the chamber ult.
Both chambers with a tour de force. I mean, I think the Raiders are just waiting for the usual Ellie push, but Ellie's going to stay tucked back site. Let them have the space because they do have the number advantage.
Back site where Window's about to push through. Gets a shot off, but that shot goes nowhere. Ellie still shooting into that gap as team jumps in, but Ellie keeps things going. 2-to-1 trade.
No more.
Everything falling apart here for the Raiders slowly but surely. Tubby has been subdued, and he will not get the chance to pop back up. The lead grows to 2 for the Terriers as Wright State look to find an answer with Ellie. He's got that lot back in his hands, Jabub.
I think if I'm the Raiders, I'd call a timeout here. I'm kind of worried. Kind of put some heat off of Ellie's shoes. I mean, 17-6 in 8 rounds is insane. Like, you think Summer's 12-6 is impressive? 17.
17-6. In map 1, the only timeout we've seen so far this series was in map 1, and that wasn't until the score was about 10-6 in favor of the Terriers. Tubby, though, finds the opening kill, and Wright State win the opening exchange, moving their way onto B site. With Tubby in mid trying to catch Ellie off guard!
Ellie again with the 18th kill. I mean,
there's no stopping him so far this map. Only hope to contain him so far. 3v3 retake on the board for the Terriers. Ellie jumping through, gets chipped down a little bit.
Flashbang.
Wright State are on the back of the site. CS Leaf, though, finally able to take down Ellie. Raid boss down for the Raiders. But they were able to pin down Summer. Plant is still down, denying the refuse. Didgeridoo has to leave. Wright State get the round they need.
That's a big pick from CS Leaf. I mean, I think the Raiders went to the game plan. I don't know. I'm not in their comms, but I mean, just going B and avoiding Ellie. You've seen Ellie there on A every round, either A side, just A side of the map. We're in this mid area that Ellie's currently going to. But yeah, if the Raiders opt for B, they can get some. They can try to open up into EW and Spirited. I mean, that was a big Viper Molly kill from Summer that round to open up the site. But it's likely to do it again.
Yep, it's going to be almost certainly another B site if they don't back off from this. About to jump through, but EW's got a good angle on them, so does Spirited. He gets an opening kill, EW right behind him. Tubby gets the Raiders on the board. Raiders are able to start to muscle on their way on, but it all comes crumbling down. 3K from Spirited, and one more op shot from Ellie to take the round. And now Wright State, the best they can do is tie in this opening half on map 3.
Yeah, I mean, seems like they're gonna save for last. I happen to watch enough pro play for this map to know if it's attack or defense sided, but I mean, you have these small chokes around the map. I think it's definitely defense side, but as Wright State does have the double smoke stall comp, so they might be better tooled for that defensive side.
That makes sense. I've watched a bit of pro play too. I haven't seen this map used at all, really, but Sheena finds the opening kill, but raid boss down again. Summer, this time getting the better of Ellie. Tried to get an upshot of himself, but Sheena, his turn to get a 3K. Didgeridoo keeps things
Spike
going.
down A.
And just Topaz in mid, I mean...
All he has is a pistol. And the half will be going to
Last round before
Boston,
the switch.
but Wright State can still have one more round to try and make this just the slightest bit closer before we go to what will hopefully be a more advantageous defensive side.
It looks like Boston's going to make the wrong read. They're stacking 4 on the B side of the map, and the Raiders are planning, my guess is just to K-wall, use their ults, and get in the A side here with just Sheena all alone.
I'm worried about this mid push, though. You've got Ellie with a... Yeah, that's what I was worried about!
Did not get the wall up in time, but
It's all
Sheena on site massacring Wright State here. Just see it.
Has him on the board, but no, it's a 4K for Sheena. The half comes to an end with Wright State down by the exact same amount of rounds they have. 8-4 is the deficit.
Ellie 20-8. I don't know what else to say about this guy. I mean, 20-8. I don't know. He's looking so hot right now. You can't do anything about it.
Sometimes your opponent is just peeking, and you can only hope that you can find an answer to him before you run out of rounds. But Wright State with the extra smokes. Let's see if they can find an answer to Ellie now that the sides have swapped. It's looking like a B-side push for the Terriers. Can Wright State win their second pistol round of the night? EW about to swing through. Somebody needs to be ready! He whiz! He is. They'll make their way on the site, but not without Window taking one more of them with them. Window jumping into the util keeps himself alive. They have people on B site, but the Terriers at what cost? They're down to their final 2 members. Didgeridoo. Sheena, though, is able to find something before he goes down, but Didgeridoo falls down last. Wright State get their second pistol round of the night, just as we hope.
Yeah, I mean, it looks really good from Wright State. I mean, we only had one or two players fall that round. I mean, you're going to have a good economy that way. Just hopefully they don't have a lot of members fall this round, but as you see, we only have what looks like a bandit from Ellie. Nothing too pricey. They're not going to force. It's just Ellie going to see if he can get one with his hot streak.
Hope that hot streak starts to cool off here, as it's going to be an A-side push this time, shaking things up, but Spirited's got the pistol out for Chamber. Looks like they thought better of the A-side push, at least for now, as that spike starts to head mid.
Yeah, it looks like they just went for the orb, just for the ultimates for next round. They didn't really invest anything to this round, so I mean, if they can get ultimates for later rounds, it'd be really good for them.
Topaz is a good angle mid, waiting for a head to pop out of that smoke. Nothing yet. Shots come down, he jumps back.
I have them.
Without able to take a kill. But EW has a good angle, but not good enough to swing at the same time. Window! This time it's his time to use Those long-range snipers taken down, though, eventually by Ellie.
30 seconds left.
There's a couple trades go through. I mean, it's a 3v2. I mean, Boston did so much damage. Now Ellie with his outlaw could be very detrimental to this team.
Last player standing.
Didgeridoo finds Tubby,
Spike
but
down,
Ellie is
B.
taken out by CS Leaf, and Summer puts the finishing touches on Wright State, slowly but surely inching their way back into this one. Now only down 2 rounds, 8-6. With
I mean, yeah, I mean, 8-6. I mean, so doable with this, especially with this comp. You have so much stall with the Viper, Omen, and KO Mollies. I mean, I think they're looking to have a good setup here. I mean, always, but I mean, we'll see what this bonus round can get. I mean, they're just gonna do probably an A split here, get this orb, and see if Summer can get a few.
like it's headed back towards A. Summer trying to be the gatekeeper through the mid gateway to A. The main push is coming from the south. You know how dangerous Ellie is, but runs out of dash that time. No ground gained by the Terriers as of yet.
It's just a standoff here, waiting for each team waiting for each other to make a move. But I mean, CS Leafs tries to take some pressure onto Ellie, but
Time is on Wright State's side. Ellie did see him, but he will take Summer. Ellie still running on site. Takes a second. Find all the room they need before going down.
Spike
2-for-1 trade finishes out the plant. Plant is down A. Topaz and Windows still up.
they need to make a move kind of quick. The bomb is planted for these 2 players in main, and they have to deal with EW in sight.
They can deal with EW. No, they can't. Window jumps up and falls down. All down to Topaz, but he is running out of time, and he'll be cut down by Spirited. The Terriers find their answer for the last 2 rounds. 9-6 is the new score.
Yeah, I mean, they just had a good first plant. It was Wright State's bonus round, so nothing to be too concerned. They did have the lack of firepower compared to Boston. However, now, big round. I mean, you got Window back with this Odin. See if he has the same effect it did on Haven. I mean, Wright State can definitely get this round, but it looks like we're going to have some slow play default for the side of Boston coming to this round.
More slow play, but does seem to be slow playing towards B site this time. Nobody so far daring to make any aggressive moves. Window does have a good angle onto the entryway to B, but the spike seems to be looping back to the eastern half of the map.
All the timing.
The Odin comes down, only able to get some damage on to the opponent, but Spirited gets the timing on the Summer, jumping through. Tubby getting sprayed at, staying alive for now. EW has taken substantial damage. Sheena goes for the A site plant. Window and Tubby trying to wrap back around with their other 2 members still on A site. Timer's ticking down with the spike planted, but Topaz is able to find Ellie. CF Leaf throwing the util down. Tubby keeps the kills coming. Topaz going for the defuse. Tubby knows where they are, but can't get the kill. CS Leaf has it halfway, but doesn't have the time. They're running out. CS Leaf finds one, but can't find the other. Oh, they looked so good, but they just couldn't finish it up. That's round number 10. And Wright State's starting to run out of time here.
Yeah, really unfortunate that CS Leaf did not have another smoke. They could smoke a bomb off and defuse that. I mean, the Astro util from Sheena is so oppressive for post play. Like, it's so hard. You just tap once, can't defuse, gets off bomb. It's just really good astral pull. I mean, you can't really do nothing about that, Wright State, other than maybe smoke the bomb off, but it was just kind of unfortunate.
Topaz and CS Leaf tried to get aggressive there, but aggressive to his detriment! Maybe not! CS Leaf able to get one before he falls. But Ellie keeps things going. That's 3 down for Wright State already, only 1 in trade. Some are trying to lurk through mid, but
Spike planted.
got somebody staring in that direction. Window almost found Spirited on the corner. Wright State
Last player
trying
standing.
to spray through there, but this is not good enough. Summer, though.
Yeah, and Sheena's just gonna go back and play that Astro util. I mean, Summer has to
The
put...
Viper util finds one more. Summer, the hero. The Astro util comes down. 1v1 with Sheena. Just doesn't have it. Was running out of time and the Astral util was too strong. Wright State have 1 life remaining.
Yeah, this is the biggest, this is the map. Right here, I mean, you have Wright State with 4 ults, their last buy round pretty much. I mean, if they lose, they'll be scrapping with maybe a couple Bulldogs, but if you're Wright State, you gotta, I would call a timeout or just game plan around these ults. As Boston does have 4 of their own, so it's gonna be hard to get into a site here.
They have the ults, but so does Boston. Would have liked to see some sort of timeout, but the Viper pit has been thrown down on B site.
I don't know if EW's gonna check this corner. No, he does not.
Sprayed down by Window. It might be the opportunity Wright State needs to start to climb all the way back. More Viper util coming down. Window's still got that Odin in hand. Doesn't have any targets to fire with. The offense has cooled off so far, but Window is able to find Ellie. Can't find the other, but finds 2 in total this map before falling. Viper Pit still down on B site, and that will help them take care of Sheena, but Spirited.
And that's the bomb.
That is the spike. It's stuck in the. It's trapped in the Viper ult. Didgeridoo has to go on a fool's errand to try and find it. He will take it, but he will not escape with his life.
Spirit is so far away. If I was here, I would stay here. You have no time, but Hubby gets the kill on the Spirit, and that's one more towards that KO. Oh, that's very good for Wright State coming back into this game.
I was a little unsure about that Viper Pit at first, but it was so important towards the end of that last one. The bad news is that Wright State had to use 3 of their ultimates to make that one happen, and none were used by Boston University.
Well, I would like to say it was a must-win round for the Raiders, or the economy would be trash.
You want to play? Let's play.
Yeah, so Boston...
Window with the knives!
Boston coming in here with like an eco, but Window with the knives is insane.
And then we can't find Didgeridoo. But still, another 1-man advantage. CS Leaf caught out, but Summer's got his back.
Spike down mid. 1 enemy remaining.
Spike is down mid, and Wright State have control of that spike. Didgeridoo once again. I think this is... Well, all you have is a Sheriff, but... I think this is where you try to just look for some exit frags. But Wright State, this night is not over yet.
See if the snowball keeps rolling.
If it keeps on rolling, Topaz jumps away. Didgeridoo still has his number thus far, but the rest of the Raiders are also staring right at him. The suppression comes down from Tubby to try and move things
30
along
seconds
here.
left.
With 30 seconds still left on the clock, Shock Dart comes down. Summer takes a sheriff shot straight to the dome, but Topaz is there to clean things up. Window gets handed the op. See if he can replicate some of the magic that Ellie was having on with the same jet op combo earlier this map to try and help Wright State keep on turning things around.
We might see, yeah, definitely be utilized here in mid, but I mean, Boston's moving up towards just the A main and just the lurk from Spirit in mid, so we might see the op be useful.
Looks like an A-side push once again from the Terriers.
Cover going out.
Coming through that. They got 4 coming through the bottom side with their chamber still in mid.
The Astra ult comes down, I mean, blocks the vision, but they're going to fight for it. CS Leaf just pushes through this corner, kind of hears them leaving.
They're leaving, they're coming back to B, where Summer is waiting, and Window might have something cooking there.
Had a timing, but I mean, Spirit just isn't peaking.
Summers. This defense is going to be so important. He might have brilliant timing. Finds one. Can he find another before falling? No, he can't, but Tubby will help him out in that mission.
Spike planted.
The spike is planted. Wright State will attempt the 4v3 retake to keep things moving in the right direction. Sheena swings in,
Player standing.
but CS Leaf finds them with Tubby finding Didgeridoo. All down to Ellie, but we know how dangerous he can be, but not dangerous enough. 3K for Tubby as Wright State. They're not dead yet, not even close, Jabub.
Not even close. I mean, we got it down to a 2-round difference. I mean, Summer getting 1 on site, huge. Just stalling for that long is just crazy. By himself, gets one of their most important players on the site, and I mean, yeah, I mean, I think this also round goes to CS Leaf pushing to the Astro wall to see. Oh yeah, they're not pushing. They're not going to push at all. When we dump our ults in there, and Wright State just having us stall to make them change their line, but it seems like Summer's going to have to do it again. Solo hold on B.
Solo hold on B. Nobody pushing him yet as he retreats to the back of the site. The drone is coming through. Hasn't spotted Summer yet. They might think this site is abandoned before the window, though, finds EW with the op on the other side of the map. Now, all 4 members of Boston still looking for B site as the spike moves away. But Spirit and Didgeridoo. Window can't find another one with the op shot. They go down. 2v4 for Wright State as Sheena goes for the plant.
Ellie was hit through the wall with that op. I'm surprised it only did that much damage. It didn't really do that much. But
Topaz spraying through the util. Topaz and Tubby trying to prevent match point. 2 suppressions come down. Topaz almost got a good shot down, but Ellie takes out his wingman, and Tubby, he will find 1 more, 2 more. Topaz in a dream. Didgeridoo has a good angle.
Good angle. You have Sova ult, Astra U2. I don't
Topaz
think
is
this
running
round
out of
is-
time.
Enemy remaining.
Oh, he's out of time. Valiant effort from Topaz. But Boston University will move to match point. Wright State need to win 3 straight to move things to overtime. Crazier things have happened in Valorant. Wright State need a hero in this very moment.
You see, Summer and Tubby don't have weapons to work with. All they have is sheriffs. Well, you've seen Summer on the sheriff do wonderful things. And I mean, all that Boston has is Ellie and so we'll see how Wright State looks in this round. It looks like they're just gonna try to take space, catch Spirit off guard.
They sit down. They got him. Oh, they might get more.
Blocking sight.
But they sustained too much damage, have to put off. But Topaz finds one before falling to Ellie. And Tubby thinks it keeps things going with the sheriff. Headshot onto Ellie.
Numbers advantage for the Raiders.
But EW starts to even things up.
enemy remaining.
But Summer shows him how to really do it. Wright State still dancing. 2 to go.
2 to go. I mean, that was a huge share of shots in mid. Like, first pick on the Spirited with the double push, great idea, but on Tubby with that sheriff pick mid just really shut down the round. And now Boston doesn't really have economy to buy. I mean, they're just gonna save for last round of until overtime. So I expect this scoreline to go to 12-11, and all play for that last round.
Wright State showed last map how dangerous sidearms can be if used correctly. Wright State waiting for a mistake. Waiting for something to swing on. Window has a good angle, but it's far away. Oh, can't find the shots down. Sustains a lot of damage.
Yeah, I'm surprised that bandit shot hit from that long range.
Tubby, get ready. Tubby has didgeridoo. And Sheena finds one. Can he find two? No, he can't. 4v4. But Summer takes down Ellie.
Ellie DeWan.
Ellie down. Ellie down.
Ellie down.
CS Leaf trying to prevent the push onto A, but Topaz has the angle that might be able to seal the deal. They're getting chipped down, and Topaz finishes up Sheena.
Down A. 30 seconds
Spirited.
left.
Trying to get the headshot on the CS Leaf. He does. Can't count the Bulldogs out of the Terriers out of this one yet. But Topaz finds one, and Window finishes it up. Wright State have one chance left. One more map to push us to overtime in map 3. Gotta imagine every team will be buying everything they can here.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be all heavy round. We got sold last time Summer with that pit. Probably gonna be used again on that B site, but Boston's looks like they're gonna go A with that Asher ult. I mean,
they're going. Everyone's stacked in the exact same spot.
If I were Wright State, I would try to go for a flank here early.
Just throw the Viper right out.
We're going out.
Get ready. Oh! CS Leaf.
Great
for the
flash.
Good flash! Bites 2! Bites! Only 2 before going down, but Tubby keeps things going! 3v4! Oh, they can't find the finishing blow on the EW, but he's alive with just a hair. 3v2 with the spike still in the hands of EW. Just outside of A site. Can Wright State fulfill their destiny and send us to overtime? Tubby's got an angle right on to where the last 2 members are. They're taking their time with it.
Yeah, they're making Wright State think they might be rotating to B as they don't have that info. But as Wright State just holds strong with 2 on site, I mean, Window doesn't hear anything in mid coming. And
they are rotating away.
Now they're starting to rotate, but they're going to hear this door coming out of mid. I don't know if they'll expect Window in this
Window
corner.
might be huge. Window in the corner. Window getting ready. No guns pointed at him.
One enemy
Finds the
remaining.
kill on the didgeridoo, and we are going to overtime. Wright State Window When we needed them the most, they come through, shut down the rotation through mid. And you have to win by 2. I don't think we've ever done it overtime. So if you don't know how it works, you have to win by 2.
Right now, yeah, first to 14, but I mean, crazy. Decider, map, playoffs, map 3, overtime. You can't make a better script than this.
It's exactly what we wanted here at Raider Nation. If it's all going to end for one of these two teams, it better end like this.
See, you talk about Boston. I mean, it's Elliott up again, but Raiders are going to do the B strat. I mean, you only have EW and kind of spirited on that B side, and see if they can deal with them, because last time they could not.
He hasn't had the same op magic that he did earlier this map, but that does not make him less dangerous. No, sir.
So you see a ping from EW. I think they know they're there.
EW knows exactly where Wright State's going with this. Window sticks out, but shoots him through the box. And Window finds the opening kill. Tubby going for the plant. They've got Spirited dead to rights. It'll be a 3v5 retake for the Terriers.
They're all going to play safe. A couple going back flank through that mid. Bomb's not planted for them, though, but is planted for probably someone in that window position. But Topaz with the kill onto Ellie.
Finds Ellie. Topaz taken out by Didgeridoo, but CS Leaf trades it out. Window, advantage, Wright State. One more away. We switch sides for every round in overtime. They did it on offense. Can they do it where they found the majority of their luck, where they brought it all the way back? Can Raiders do it on defense to close it out and advance in the playoffs?
Yeah, they need one more. I mean, Summer again's gonna be alone on this B side. Window looking mid, just doing the same thing. But you see, Tubby's doing a late. Gonna go B this time, but I mean, Boston's gonna look for this mid area.
Wright State looking to flash that defense again. Topaz almost had a good angle, but couldn't make it happen. Very tight angle. The A push comes through with only 2 Raiders defending. No kills on either side. But A site should be headed towards a Window. Window might have the perfect angle. Oh, he's too focused on his back. They're so close and they're not even looking at each other. Who swings? Sheena going for the plant. EW waiting for Topaz and
just
Window.
Swing.
Window, just swing. Oh, he does! He finds 2 for his trouble. The Ellie takes him out, but CS Leaf avenges him.
Last player.
Topaz, it's all down to Sheena. Wright State advance. All down to when they needed it the most, and Wright State get the defuse. 14-12 is your final score. Wright State advance in the playoffs.
What a comeback! Incredible comeback from Wright State not being on their favorable map, and it's insane that they came back from that low.
Down, but never, ever out. The Raiders bring it all the way back from death and win. What was that? Was that 4 straight? 5 straight?
Yeah, I mean, so you look at the timeline here. It was 3 straight at the end, but I mean, they were down. It was at 12-9, and they just came back.
12-9.
I think that timeline actually cuts out. I mean, I can't see the other rounds, but because we went to overtime, it's going to be weird. But, I mean, as you see, just Summer, 29 kills. It was Summer versus Ellie there, but fortunate for the Raiders, they found a way to get through, and some big rounds there from Window. That was really scary in mid, that last round, but it was kind of funny. 7 first bloods from Window, really setting the tone for the beginning of the rounds. And I mean, if you're the Raiders, you're sweating bullets after that and so relieved after winning that last round.
Maybe Summer needs to play Viper more. We were worried about that going in, but they finished the night top fragging the lobby 29-17. Window with 21 kills of his own. Topaz, Tubby, and CS Leaf. The whole team came alive at the very death with their season on the line. And they will advance to I believe, the semifinals of the playoffs.
I believe so, the semifinals. Let me check to see, maybe we do know who we're playing. Unfortunately, we do not. We're going to be playing, it's either going to be a match versus Robert Morris Academy, our Horizon League buddies, or I guess rivals over, or the College of Holy Cross, as they're going to be playing tomorrow, as we will find out tomorrow who we do play against.
How fitting would it be if the Raiders have to qualify for finals by playing the team that beat them earlier this year? How fitting would that be?
That would be so fitting, but I'm not sure if it's the same Robert Morris. I believe it is. I'm not sure.
I think it has to be.
I think it should be. Let me check. Yes, it is the same Robert Morris who played early in the season, which we did go down to on Breeze and lost the series 2-1. But, I mean, we could be playing them, we could not be playing them. We could be playing Holy Cross, as they do have the higher seed in the other division with our seeding in playoffs. But, yeah, I mean, that's all I gotta say.
That is all she wrote for this 3-game epic between Wright State and Boston University. Thank you so much for watching and being here with us the whole way. My name is RJ with Jabub for the Wright State eSports team, saying so long and Raider up!